Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the case for Supreme Court intervention, it's been made, and it's strong. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Folks, we're just a few months away from a presidential election, and the American people have a right to know if they're voting for a convicted felon, or they're voting for somebody whose conviction is going to be overturned. Now, going through the 99% Democrat Court of Appeals in New York, all the judges on that appeals court appointed by Democrats except for one, going through that appeals court is a long, tedious process that will result in just more appeals and more appeals until finally the likely scenario is that the Supreme Court takes it. But see, there's an equal protection clause issue here that has to be addressed. And Mark Levin pointed it out, and it's probably the quickest path to the Supreme Court to get this to the Supreme Court before the election and have this adjudicated. Now, he makes a brilliant, genius case for it because that's who he is. I want you to watch this and let me know if you think it's possible. Let's take a look.
5 years within 11 states, a mere dead letter. And therein, ladies and gentlemen, is the bottom line. Why do I want this case to get before the Supreme Court? So they have the opportunity, whether they take it or not, to give us our due process clause back, to give us our equal protection clause back. It's not up to a prosecutor and a judge, a rogue prosecutor and a rogue judge, for that matter, to destroy and nullify the due process clause of the 5th and 14th Amendment or the equal protection clause of the 5th and 14th Amendment. And we have the same Democrat Party that rejected the Constitution, the same Democrat Party that fought the Due Process Clause, that fought the Equal Protection Clause, the same Democrat Party that after the Civil War, despite the Fifth Amendment, despite the Civil War Amendment, the 14th Amendment, still supported segregation, still supported eugenics, still supported and backed Jim Crow. And nobody's a better illustration of that than Joe Biden. Now they do it for different reasons, and they do it in a different way. But it doesn't change who they are and what they are. They hate the Constitution, as they must, as they adopt an increasingly aggressive Marxist ideology. And this party is an autocratic party, an autocratic party. It doesn't care how it gets power. What was done to Donald Trump in that courtroom, in addition to everything you heard, is an attempt to nullify the federal Constitution, due process, equal protection. That's what took place. The Democrat Party is the new Confederacy. That's right. It was the old Confederacy. Now it's the new Confederacy. Reverse federalism, where a judge and a prosecutor steal the jurisdictional power of the federal government and all that implies, the Constitution, federal election laws, and these entire processes. That is reverse federalism. That is nullification. That is the new Confederacy. That's what Joe Biden, the old Confederate, and that's what his Marxist supporters now support. This needs to be fought. We'll be right back.